Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to welcome you back. And you know what? I'm your girl in change and excellence. And I always tell you, if whatever it is you're looking for in life, in any area of your life, is change, growth, excellence, then I am here. I'm your sister in the journey, and I'm doing this video just for you. So today, please just give me 15 minutes of your time, and because I promise you the topic that we'll be discussing today is awesome. It's awesome, important. And I was invited by a community of teachers and educators and entrepreneurs in the education space in Nigeria to speak about this topic, and we had some very interesting, tantalizing, engagement with them. And it's about how you maintain a growth mindset. How do you maintain a growth mindset? Please let me know before we even start. Let me know how you do it on the comment section. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. So let's roll. Let's roll. So, how do you maintain a growth mindset? And let me tell you something. If you're watching this video, you are successful. You are already successful in an area, in an aspect, to a certain level. You are successful. Congratulations. And there is a danger of falling into something we call the pit of success. And when we say, 2021 was the year we achieved, we did this, we did that, and we now, everything is about 2021, what we did in 2021. And we become lazy, we relax, we feel achieved, and we just stop putting in the effort that we started with, that got us there, and we sink and fall back into the pit. So how do you keep maintaining a growth mindset? And by the way, as we speak of a growth mindset, there are two things. There's a growth mindset, and then there's a fixed mindset. So a growth mindset is a growth that embraces learning, and looks at talents and gifts. It's just foundations, things that can be improved on. And when you speak of a fixed mindset, this is a mind that we usually feel. For me, my achievement, my gifts and talents, they are the ultimate. It's like the graph is drawn because I have this. No. So but we want to be able to grow. If you want to grow, by the way, you can grow with a fixed mindset. That, for me, I know what I know, and what I know is absolute. Yeah, and you can be advised. There are people like that. You can be advised, you can be told, and we always listen, trying to argue with our intellect. Any kind of knowledge that's coming your way, you're trying to argue with it always, not listening to see, is there something I need to learn here? And even if I'm listening to this, I've listened to this before, I've had this before, can I listen as if I'm listening it for the first time? Maybe I'll hear something different. That's a growth mindset. So let's start. So how do you maintain a growth mindset? I'm here. I know you're here because you have a growth mindset. Okay, fantastic. Number one, we say arrive but don't stay. When it comes to success, please arrive but don't stay. There is no station in life called growth. There's no growth. Is continuous. It's a continuous process. Success is not a destination. It's a continuous process. So arrive, hit those targets. Maybe one of your targets this year is to, in your business, if you're a business person like me, is to be able to make a profit, a turnover of maybe $10,000 or $100,000, whatever it is. And maybe some of us, it's 100,000. It's about $1,000, because that's where you are. And then you hit it. So that should only be an encouragement, motivation, inspiration to you that, I did this, I can do better. It should be a motivation. It should not be a fortress. We build a fortress there. 2022 is a year when we made a lot of money. When I achieved, I cut weight, I was 75, I got to 65 kgs, I'm fit, and then we stopped putting in the effort that got us there. So we sink into the pit of success. We sink into that pit. Success is not final. Success is never final. So arrive. When it comes to success, arrive, but don't stay. Because staying, and this is what we say, your current achievements are the enemies of your growth. The enemies of your growth is your current achievements. I've said it in another way so that you get it from all angles. So don't let your current success, current successes, current achievement become the very hindrance as to why you can't get ahead. There is always more in life than what you have. Just know that. There's more to life than what you have. Yeah. Even if it's a relationship that you are in, there's always a way you can be able to love better, give better, receive more, and all that. There's always room for more. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement, and greatness has no end. Success, arrive, but don't stay. Number 2, redefine failure. Let me ask, how many times have you ever done something? You are trying to build something and you failed and you said, I'll never do this again. You just gave up and you gave up. The difference between you and people who have made it in that area of your interest, area of your dream, area of your talent, is just because those people didn't give up. And I know that those times when you look at things, something you're doing and you realize, oh, yo, this is a chase after the wind. This will yield me nothing. And I think I'm wasting my time and resources. I know that those moments you get there. And at that point, it was okay for you to give up because, it wasn't, you realized you were chasing after the wind. It was not something that, was real. But I'm speaking about, very well you're building your business, you're building something, you're building a career, and you try doing something. Maybe it's a business you started and it failed, and then you say, even you threw your hands in the air. So we need to redefine failure and look at it as a teacher. Actually, if you learned from your failure, you didn't fail. You learned a lesson of how not to do it. So look, we need to redefine failure and look at it as a teacher. Look at it as a university where you learn some things you'd never have learned in school. And there are people who say that your mistake is your best teacher. And I don't think I buy into that, because why should you wait until you make a mistake for you to learn from it? Come on. And this is why we speak of mentorship and coaching. Learn from other people's mistakes and successes, and borrow from them. Borrow from them, learn from them, so that you don't make the same mistakes that people made. Whatever it is that you're doing, people have been there, they've done it, they've succeeded, or they have failed. And if you're doing something that no one else has ever done in the whole world, please make a way for us. We're coming. But if before we get there, anything that you're doing, if it's a business you're building or whatever it is, there's somebody who's been there and done it. And even if they failed, they can give you the lessons. They can tell you this can work, this cannot work, try this or try that. Leverage on mentorship and coaching. That is huge. That's a growth mindset. So when you see some of these videos, and I really want to commend you for coming and watching up to this point, and you're a great person, and this is it, because you want to see, how do I keep on growing, and so that I get to where I want, I get to achieve my dreams. Redefine failure. Look at it as a teacher, and not as a stumbling block, and not as something that makes you give up. Number 3, disrupt your norms. Disrupt your norms. And but this is it. You can never grow in comfort. You can never grow and stay. There's no way you can be building a dream, you're really moving, you're really doing stuff, and then you're just seated. No. At some point, you'll have to wake up and go and do something and move. You have to be in motion. Disrupt your norms. Some of us, you drive just one way. This is one way from the work to the office. So from the office to home, from home to office, just one. Why don't you even drive another route? Even if it's a longer route, just for something, just to disrupt your norm. Or keep disrupting your, because you learn, you explore, and you become more savvy around your environment, whether it's your career environment or whichever environment that it is. You become a more rounded person. You learn. So always keep on disrupting your norm. If I usually run for 10 minutes, and you've done that for the last 2 weeks or so, you can run or jog for 10 minutes, or even do an exercise for 10 minutes. Why don't you start doing 15 minutes or 20 minutes? Because your body is building the resilience and the strength. Keep disrupting, disrupting your norm. For me, one of the ways I disrupt my norm is by mountain climbing and hiking. Like, Just 3 days ago, I was climbing Mount Kenya. Clap for me. Mount Kenya is the second highest mountain in Africa. So it's not your, and I actually climbed up to about 4,000 meters above sea level. Yeah, yeah. And well, it's not an easy climb, but my goal is to be able to get to the top, to Lenana Peak, which is about, just about 5,000 meters above sea level. And for me, it disrupts my thinking. At least I'm able to get out of the concrete jungle from my meetings and seminars and what have you, and events and these machines, laptops and what have you. And I get into the real jungle out there in the woods with animals, with flora and fauna, and it's amazing. First of all, you get to see the hills, the mountains, how they are, very well established. That kind of stability. Sometimes you need to look at that for you to get it into your own life. Yeah. So I disrupt my mind and my days and my my life, my normal life, like that, because it gives me another perspective of life, and I start looking at life, in so many ways, and I can relate with so many things. So it gives me another perspective, and it builds my resilience. When you're mountain climbing, you're building your muscles, you're building your resilience, and that's awesome. That's like a clap for me again. That was something. Okay, so disrupt your norms, for please, in any area of your life, whatever it is. If you're possibly in a you're always used to, maybe, what example can I give? You're always used to doing things a certain way. Maybe it's even waking up in the morning. I'm even speaking about the little things we do in a day. You wake up at maybe 6 in the morning. Some of us even wake up at 8 in the morning. Why don't you try and disrupt that norm and wake up at 7:30? Wake up 30 minutes before. Wake up 12 minutes before. Wake up 10 minutes before. Disrupt something in your day. Do something out of the norm. Like now, after this video, I am going for gym. I do gym like 3 days a week. And for me, it kind of disrupts my day, because I'm seated like almost the whole day sometimes, or I'm standing the whole day. I need to do something that will really push me, feel like, oh, I have really, I've sweat, I've done something, So disrupt your norms. Number 4, embrace learning. Look, the illiterate of the 21st century are those who are not willing to learn, relearn, and unlearn. So there are things in your life you need to learn. In the area of your interest, passion, there are things you need to learn, and you need to keep on looking for knowledge. And then there are things you need to relearn. You learned them before, but now they're being done in another way. The thing with knowledge is that it grows. Grow with it, relearn. And then number 3, there are 3 things you need to unlearn because you learned the wrong thing. You've been doing it the wrong way, and that's why you're always in problems. Whatever problems they are, any problem you have right now as we speak, can be solved by a piece of knowledge or information out there. Maybe you have had it, maybe you've never had it. Or maybe we get ourselves into trouble because of knowledge that we have. So we need to unlearn some things. We need to unlearn some things. We need to renew our minds, So, even the word of God says that, be ye transformed by the renewing of your minds. You need to keep on renewing your mind with the word of God, first of all, and with knowledge and information. You need to unlearn some things. You need to relearn some things you need to learn. So, embrace learning. And the enemy of learning is the knowledge that you already have. So that aspect I was saying of being able to hear something and hear it as if I'm hearing it for the first time. Some of us are so kujua, wajuaji, like you can't be told. There are people who are like that. You feel, oh, for me, I know this stuff. But then most of us and many of us, we know what we need to do, but we don't do what we know. So that knowledge is not helping you. Or some of us are very good, disseminators, or people who give information a lot. Maybe you're even preaching but you don't. But that knowledge does not help you at all because you don't put it to practice. It's benefiting other people, it doesn't benefit you. So you can't say that, you can't say, oh, you don't need somebody to tell you or repeat to you something that you know. It's good you hear it again and again until you action on it and it actually impacts your life. Embrace learning to keep on maintaining a growth mindset. The last one, get accountability. Get accountability, and this is key, this is huge. And because it's not every time you will have that person arrive to keep on disrupting your norms, to keep on stepping out of your comfort zones, to keep on growing. Sometimes, in life, you feel discouraged, and you just need somebody to hold your hand. You just need somebody to tell you it's possible. You just need somebody to tell you you're on the right path. And I think even the Lord knew, even God Himself knew that as people we will get there, And He said, "You will hear my voice." In the book of Isaiah, you will hear my voice, speaking to you, saying, "This is the way. This is the way. This is the way." Because sometimes you need somebody who can just tell you, "You know what? I know you're going through problems. I know you're going through difficulties, but you know what? This is the way. This is the way. Keep at it. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. This is the way." You need somebody who can tell you that. Get yourself a dream team. People who you can share your dream with, people who can believe in you, people who can help you think. You need several people. You need people who can help you think. You need people who you can tell what you're thinking, and you need people who can think with you. You need those kind of people. I'm talking about mentors. I'm talking about life coaches. I'm a life coach myself, and when I come into your life, I'm asking you hard questions about those dreams and passions that you have, and those targets and those endeavors and those things that you want to achieve in life. I'm asking you hard questions about those things and making sure that they remain your priority. Make sure you have people who challenge you like that, people who can be blatant, honestly blatant with you about your ability, and people who also have your best interests at heart. Get accountability. Let me tell you, those people will push you far. And for me, myself being here is a testament of what accountability can do, and all of these things that I've spoken about here. And in the past, I think 6 or so years of my life, the years where I have seen most growth, because I was able to, first of all, not really get comfortable with success. We say never settle. I never settle with what I achieve. I thank God for it, but then I move forward, I move forward. So, and then redefining failure. And then from there, disrupting your norms, and then embracing learning and getting accountability. See you at the top of your destiny. I'm your sister in the journey. Please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.